Hey everyone, Sam Wilson with Wilson Custom Knives. Coming at you from 4,200 feet in the hills of Oregon. We are here at the Wilson Custom Knives compound talking about a new model today. Let's get right into it. We have the SkelePAL. Now it should be pretty obvious where we got the name SkelePAL from. We have a skeletonized handle here. And then this is a variation of my PAL, my PAL knife. It has a hollow handle. Personal attache, lightweight. So that was kind of one of the design parameters for this knife. We wanted to have something that was very lightweight, that did everything that it needed to do and nothing that it didn't, nothing superfluous. Skeletonized knives aren't always the most comfortable for extended cutting. However, in my personal experience, what I usually do with a knife on a day-to-day basis, not when I go to the woods or whenever I go to do certain specific tasks, I don't usually cut for an extended period of time. Typically, pull the knife out, I cut a piece of cord, open a bag, break down a box, cut zip ties, whatever it is, and then I'm done with the knife. Sometimes it takes longer to get it out than it does to do the actual cutting. So in that case, to me, what became the most important factors were, number one, lightweight, reducing as much weight as possible, and two, nothing that was superfluous. I wanted it to be easy to clean. That's why we don't have, I love my micarta scales, but if you ever clean a fish, I go fishing. And whenever I sit there and clean fish or just cut around the water, my micarta absorbs that. That's no big deal. You go, you wash it in the sink, a little Dawn dishwashing soap, you're good as new again. However, with the SkelePAL, this is 440C stainless with cryogenic heat treating. We take these at 5960 and they are ground to slice. They're not fragile. These are a good utility grind. They're thin enough to really give you some good cutting aggression, but they're not going to be fragile. So, hollow ground on a large wheel, it's a good balance of different factors. Anyway, the point I was making though is just being around the water and cutting around fish and cutting lines and everything else, they can pick up that fishy smell. Now again, for micarta, no big deal. A little bit of dish soap, and you're back to business again. However, with the SkelePAL, there's nothing clean. You wash it off, and it's done. It doesn't absorb or hold those odors for a long time. This comes in handy also if you're using the knife to clean game, if you're a hunter or a fisherman, whatever else. The gun coat is going to give you additional corrosion resistance, and it just makes it very easy to clean. These are also designed where they can, obviously there's no moving parts other than the lanyard. Like here's the one that I carry. There's a lanyard on there. Other than that, you could put this in the dishwasher if you wanted to. Now I wouldn't recommend that, but you can certainly do it. Let it soak in the sink, wipe it down with solvents, whatever, and you're back to new again, and it's completely sterilized. There's nothing to hold any bacteria, hold any odors, or anything like that. So I've been carrying this for a while. I've already done some test videos with it, and obviously work with it. I like it a lot. Everything is heavily radiused from about here back all the way around the handle. The only sharp edges are going to be on the spine and the cutting edge, obviously. The spine is left sharp so that if you want to scrape a ferro rod or do scraping or shaving off of wood to make wood shavings, you can do that with a sharp spine. And you can strike a ferro rod through the gun coat. It will not affect that function. Now obviously anything you do metal on metal is going to shorten the life of the coating in that area, but it will work for that function. The other thing is I want these things to be completely maintainable. So, you wear through it, you can either send it out to your favorite gun coat or Cerakote guy, or send it back to me, and we'll get you back in business, recoat this thing, sharpen it, and you're ready to go. I carry mine in a cross draw here, side draw, whatever you want to call it, horizontally, so it just pops into place there. Boom, you don't even think about it. Whenever you need it, whether you're sitting down, standing up, kneeling, whatever, you can grab it and you're in business. These are going to come in the standard configuration right now with the tanker gray gun coat and the black Kydex. So that goes in there. You're not going to lose that knife. That was one of the reasons I designed it with the circles anyway, is it gives you really, really good retention. Even if you get this thing loosened up because you leave it in the sun, it's still going to lock into that hold right there and give you good retention. Now, I also offer for a slight upcharge on these, the knife comes with a sheath in this combination, this configuration for the going price. For a little bit more, you can get what's called the SkelePlate. Okay, now this is a mounting plate that I've designed to work with Ulti-Clips. However, we'll also work with other mounting systems, but primarily it was designed for the Ulti-Clip. If you're not familiar with these, that is good coffee. So the Ulti-Clip is a really, really durable, you can hear that, it snaps in place. When you clip that onto your belt, you're not going to lose it. It's on there good. So the idea with the SkelePAL is there are at least 6 different mounting positions, if not more. You can go high, low, vertical carry. You can go high, low, horizontal carry. And you could probably get some cross-draw and stuff in there. I haven't really played with it that much because this is how I like it. This is how I envisioned the knife when I started working on this model years ago. And just finally got things to where, you know, it was feasible to start producing it. So anyhow, those are all your options. Again, give you a close-up of a knife. I'll show you a new one that hasn't been used. Got a nice clip grind to give you a little bit more penetration there on the tip. And that's it. So, you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, again, these are great for hunting, fishing, EDC, whatever you want to do with it, where you just have what you need and nothing else. Now, obviously, this is not going to be designed or function at a high level as a carving knife or for a variety of other things for extended use. But again, it is radiused heavily. That feels very good in the hand. 3/16 thick, gives it good weight, good balance, and the right thickness as far as the handle profile. So, all right, that's going to do it, fellas. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate the support.